Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for some more of the Nova Hoenn Nuzlocke. And yes, if you guys do go and see right there, Duggan has finally evolved into a calculator. So it looks like here in this game of Nova Hoenn is that we don't need no evolution stones, we don't need any of those type of trade items, or even physically trading around within our Pokemon at all. So that's pretty nice, and we could at least be able to see what is going to be happening within those type of trade Pokemon, because it looks like they could evolve at any given point, and that's what was happening with Girder, because he was able to evolve around level 40, and we were able to get that evolution. So I don't know, that could probably be what the evolution level is going to be for what this game is going to be happening here, but we'll have to see what happens if we ever do run into another one of those trade evolution Pokemon, or even stone evolution Pokemon as well. But here we are, we're finally at Mt Chimney. In this episode, we are going to have to go and of course take on with Admin Shelly, and also as well with Archie within our very first time. Now, we haven't really seen the other admin yet, but that should be happening a little bit later on. I think we'll kind of get a little bit of confirmation about that said person during the time that Archie is going to be talking to. I believe his name is Admin Matt, I think, or Aqua Admin Matt. But we'll see what happens later on within our way out here. But yeah, so it looks like Team Magma is also going to be helping out with the fight, it seems, for a little bit, because we got like this big huge standoff that's going to be happening. But by the end that we actually go and face off with Archie, we'll be able to go and pick up with that meteorite, which that's going to be pretty handy if we ever do have a Deoxys, because if we have a Deoxys on our team, I believe we could actually freely be able to get any of the different form changes of what Deoxys is all about, because you can get the attack, the speed, the defenses, which those are pretty nice. Or you could just go back to regular or normal form Deoxys, but I would probably recommend that speed Deoxys or probably attack form Deoxys is pretty nice in my opinion. But anyways, let's go and head off into the first of many Aqua battles here, which this should really be not all that too bad here for Calculator anyways. Yeah, and I'm very happy that since we do have a Calculator, we're going to be like in a pretty nice good standing for a little bit, because Calculator is always a pretty nice good Pokemon throughout the Pokemon games, so it should be pretty handy here. Now, we are also going to be doing Final Fantasy X, if I haven't really went and told you guys yet, but we are going to be heading on out of our way from the Doze Temple. We now do have an Aeon at this point, a third Aeon, and what's really going to be interesting is that later on, after when we're heading out of the Doze Temple, we will be having to go about with another boss that's going to be up and coming, which I'm pretty sure it's a repeat boss, because this type of battle is almost somewhat in the way of how Lord Ocho was, but it shouldn't be all that too bad if that's what's going to be happening there for a repeat battle. But then later on, we will be meeting up with that Bellamere girl, I think that's what her name is. But we'll be meeting her a little bit later on within our way of us having us to reach on into the next other destination. But that's going to be like another one of those like Aeon summon battles again with her. Now, if you do get yourself a win though, you won't be able to get any type of EXP or ability points or anything, but you will get a special reward that will help you out within doing some different equipment and everything. So that should be pretty cool. So let's go and start for that Ice Bag right there, and Dratini is already done and finished with, so that's already easy enough. So let's see what other type of Pokemon that we got here from Admin Shelly, and that's going to be with a Staraptor, which that really shouldn't be all that too bad either, because we do have Nitro out here. That is going to be having the Rock Wrecker, and also with that Thunderfang. Now, I'm a little bit nervous about this whole Intimidate thing, because I know that Staraptor kind of has that same exact thing as well, so I don't know if we're going to be able to fully knock it out, but let's go and try. But there we go, just like that, almost just around into the halfway mark. Now, we are getting very close to Lava Ridge Town, and we are going to be reaching off into that destination, but we're not going to be going and heading off into the gym just quite yet, but we will be picking up a specialty egg, which pretty sure that those eggs are going to be randomized as well in the process, and crossing my fingers that we at least get something good. Hopefully we can at least pull out a legendary Pokemon from that egg if we can. I know that we have done it before, and hopefully we can do it again. And if you guys don't remember from one of our past Nuzlocks, we did get an egg that was actually in a form of a Raikou egg. So that was, I can't remember which series that was. That could have probably been like my Spirit Gold Nuzlocke or some sort of other Nuzlocke that we went and did from before. I think it was around Generation 4, but yeah. Here we go. And now we got ourselves with Archie, though. Yeah, for me personally, I kind of like the way of how this cutscene actually looks like here with an aura as compared to the GBA version. They really went all out here for this one. Because the face-off here in Mt Chimney, looking at it like this, is really cool. But I always go and say this is that I really wish that they actually kept this area as like the final part, instead of it having to be like the very beginning battle that you go and face off with Archie or even with Maxie. Because like this area just feels like, for me personally, like the final area that you would go and battle out with, like with Archie and Maxie. Like, I don't know why that they would literally have to go and put this here as like your very beginning type of spot. Because like having the falling ash coming around and all this other stuff, like that would actually be really cool to see what that would be like if that was the final battle. But yeah, we got ourselves with Boulder here. Really not all that too bad of a Pokemon, I don't think so. We do have like most of his weakness moves anyways to begin with. Now we do have a Jagged Path encounter, which I'm kind of curious to see what we can go and find from there. There we go, so Boulder's already done and finished with. Not that bad of a Pokemon. I'm actually quite surprised that Boulder actually did have like one of his vanilla moves right there with Rock Tomb out of all things. But now it seems like Archie's going to be wanting to go and try to learn Spiky Shield, which I think that would be somewhat pretty cool. I know that Magic Coat's also a little bit alright as well, but I think Spiky Shield will be a little bit better, because at least like we could actually go and protect ourselves. But even though that if somebody was going to be willing to attack us, at least they'll get injured with the damage that actually shows up. So it's like a much better protect on ourselves. So not bad. And of course we can't forget about with Golbat here, so let's go and set up with Golbat. Or set up for something with the Golbat here. Yeah, Wing Attack doesn't really hurt us at all. Yeah, if I was just purely based off of fighting, I think that would probably hurt us a little bit more. But I think we're like part rock as well, right? Fighting rock. So we're okay there. And let's not have ourselves use Swift. I don't think Swift is going to be anything all that too amazing. We already have like the better type of moves anyways for right now. And then of course we also do have Metang, which again, this is not that much of a bad Pokemon either, because we do have 1,000 waves that can just be able to just knock out Metang right away from here. So let's do it. And it's all Conkeldurr out here for this battle, so he already went and showed out what his stripes are all about. So there we go. So Metang is down and out. Okay, cool. Archie is down and out, and that is our first win against with Archie. Yeah, and it kind of sucks that unfortunately that none of my Pokemon don't really have any type of like randomized abilities, so we'll kind of have to go and find another Pokemon at some point that will have Flame Body or something, because like I would like to see the egg get hatched a little bit more quickly, so that we can actually be able to see what type of Pokemon that we'll be able to go and find within this egg here. What the heck? What is going on? This man is like doing a whole bunch of moonwalking out here. Okay, you can't just normally walk. You're just gonna have to just float your way out of here? Oh, man. Well, at least Maxie's somewhat okay. At least he's not gonna be having the floating problem. Alright, so out goes Maxie and his team. Well, we're gonna have to go and get ourselves on out of here now. Now, unfortunately, for right now, for me, is that I don't have a bike from that bicycle guy that's around over at Mauville City. I should have been able to go and just pick up one of his bikes. I think his name is Ryder, I think, or something like that. Yeah, now I believe if we had like a mock bike, I think we could actually go and find some hidden items around within the Jagged Path, but unfortunately I do not have no bike at this point. But we will be picking one up, I think, after the fact, when we go into the, I want to say the right-hand side of Mauville City, for when we start reaching off into Fortree, because I want to make sure that we at least have a bike beforehand. Because there's a lot of items that you are going to potentially miss out, but without having the mock bike with you. Ooh, look at that. You could go and find yourself a camera up right here. Or, I guess in this case, the game wants to go and decide to be saying that it's an actual shift tree, even though I don't even think it is. That is so weird. It's like almost every type of battle that we have been facing out here so far, the game has somewhat kind of is kind of tricking me every time. Because like now we have like Growlithe with like the whole Torchic situation where they're like different Pokemon with each other. And then now we have Camerupt and Shiftry that are completely different with each other now. Oh, great. But after, yeah, I think what we're going to do is name after my one Camerupt that I have. And that's going to be, of course, be with Van Halen. Because if you guys don't know, Camerupt does have a move known as Eruption. And kind of want to have that pun there again. And Eruption is one of, like, Van Halen's, like, best type of solo songs ever. There we go. And that is going to be a party member into the box that we go and put it into. Alright, so that's all about there. And now all that we have to go and do is just make sure that we just don't get ourselves attacked by any Pokemon or any traders. And I think we should be okay. Oh, there we go. We already dodged around that guy. Now, I'm pretty sure there is going to be a mandatory battle that I think you have to go and battle with one of the picnickers if you do miss out on the one of the different shortcuts here. Yeah, and I could have went the other way, but it's okay. Yeah, of course you would have seen me like from miles away. Well, this is not too bad as a Cloyster. We already got one good fighting type move that could be able to knock out Cloyster, no problem. So, let's go and light it up. Set for that force pop, and see you later, Cloyster. Alrighty. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. So Archie's all the way up to level 17 now. Well, at least we're like slowly starting to make Archie a little bit better. Now, mind you, even though that we are going to be getting a an egg on our party team for a little bit, I am going to still keep on using Archie within the team. Because I know that we're going to be needing a fly type Pokemon at some point. If we want to go and travel to other different destinations. But there we go. And let's go and head off to Lava Ridge. And here we are. Yeah, so I don't believe it's this lady here, but I think it's the other one that's just going to be around in this location. But since we are getting ourselves a little bit closer to the end of this episode, just want to go and say to you guys right here is thank you guys so much for watching, and check it out here for Nova Hoenn. In the next one, we will be going and battling out with the next gym leader, which I think that is going to have to be with Alan, right? The man with the dude of the Charizard X Pokemon that's going to be happening. So, hopefully, we don't get ourselves completely destroyed, because I know that we don't really have a Mega at this point in time right now, or even the Mega, well, even the Mega Bracelet, I don't even think so either, so that could be a little bit of a problem there. But, anyways, let's just go and pick up this egg, and, with all that being said in mind, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, and of course, peace.